Another day. Another question for you. What's the difference between your wife and a hand grenade? Actually, no one. But if you take the ring off, you will lose half of your house. Ooh.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Você vai lá depois da vitória.
E você também.
Mim também.
Você não vai e vai dançar.
E vou dançar.
Ok? Com certeza.
You don't find that suspicious?
Yeah, it's not looking good for him. I think we can all see his whole life flashing before his eyes watching that go on. Someone in the comments said, bro, and her man, he's standing back there. And it's hard to believe that this actually gets worse because from another camera angle, her son was in the room as well as this was going on. I mean, just watch this.
Oh my God!
Vamos, Pablo, vamos.
Man, and that was the start of his story to signing up to the gym. I think we can all agree that this is pretty wild behavior, especially in front of your man and your kid. And I know people are defending her, saying she's doing nothing wrong. But listen, if that was your girl doing that in front of another man with your kid in the room, would you be happy about that? You got to ask yourself that question before you make that comment. Because I know damn well I wouldn't be. Someone in the comments said, twerking to another man in front of her husband and son. This is outrageous. Someone else said, nobody is talking about her husband behind. Someone else said, little boy is hurt so bad. Let's just hope he forgets that memory, eh?
That's crazy. Women actually say that.
Every woman, bro. Watch this. Excuse me. Quick question. Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear.
Why the bear?
Because men are very unpredictable sometimes when they're straight, usually.
You don't think the bear's unpredictable?
No, because I'm a crazy bitch, so I'll scare it.
Okay. You could take a bear?
Yeah, I'm Colombian. 100%. I could take the bear.
How would you take a bear?
By screaming and being big like you're supposed to.
How big can you get? Can you show me? You have no chance.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
Men saying, I've just decided altogether to avoid women. That it's better to be single, guys. They're almost like happy about the fact that they're gonna make the choice to avoid the entire gender of women because they have yet to actually resolve the war they have within themselves.
It's not always because there's a war going on in his head. It's because you lot be bringing a war to the flipping doorstep. A lot of guys want a relationship and marriage because it brings them peace and comfort and all the other things. They don't want a flipping war and chaos, but it's women like this that can't see that. It's always us that are the problem.
Can you give me a soda?
What?
Can you give me a soda? Please?
Right now?
Yeah.
Last 2 minutes of the game, fuck out of here.
He is the one.
Ever kick a man who's trying to get up? Skinny dude at the gym, the fat guy jogging around the block or on the treadmill, the broke dude starting a side hustle trying to better himself, the shy kid who's dropping cringy pickup lines. Help and encourage each other. Don't put each other down. The world is in dire need of men who try and do and encourage one another.
Yeah, he's completely right. I mean, you look at social media, anyone that's trying to pursue something and make themselves a better person will normally result in a lot of hate and negativity. I've had to deal with it in the past for sure. And you got to remember, guys, that a lot of these people on social media, me included, we're not special. People who do YouTube videos, Twitch streamers, all these people who get glamorized and put on a pedestal, we're no one special. We're a human being the exact same as you. And that's why I tell people all the time who say to me, like, I'm this person, I'm that person. I'm not. I am not at all. I'm a completely normal person, normal life. I just make a YouTube video every day. I'm no one special, believe me. I know you guys can pursue your dreams and goals as well. You just got to be committed to what you want to do. Always have the vision in your head, and no matter what, just keep pursuing it, and it will happen. I promise you that.
Why do you not talk to your girlfriends about your marriage?
Would a queen talk to a chambermaid about the king? How would the chambermaid understand what it is that the queen is going through or has to understand? Why am I going to go get advice from somebody who has a failed marriage, who doesn't understand what it's like to be with a man like that? Number two, if I go and tell my friend how horrible Grant was about something, which there's two sides of the story, and then I'm going to go make up with Grant, But now I've told them that Grant is domineering. Grant is controlling. He only thinks about himself. They're stuck with that. So now I've made up with my husband. I go hang out with my best friend, Susie Q. She's like, so how's Grant? Oh, is he doing the domineering thing again?
I ain't going to add too much to that. I mean, she pretty much hit the nail on the head right there. She broke it down perfectly.
Never turn on any lights. Live in the dark. Be a man.
Good guys or bad boys?
Bad boys.
Yeah, bad boys.
Bad boys? Okay. First question. Good guys or bad boys?
Bad boys.
Okay.
Good guys, predictable, boring. Next.
Men are so jealous of women, especially beautiful women. And the root of all of that anger and all of that jealousy is the patriarchy, which is, guess what? Set up by men. The reality is that men are expected to wake up early every single day and go to work and get a paycheck and pay for bills, not only for themselves, but for their wives, their girlfriends, any future kids they might have. They have to do hard manual labor or work their way up a corporate ladder. But women don't have to do that. And it makes y'all so upset that girls like me or other beautiful girls can capitalize off of our looks and make an amazing living.
I don't think men are jealous of women like this who can jump to the top of the game and earn 6 figures because of their looks. And this is a thing that these modern women never talk about because they don't want us knowing that. But we all know it happens. I'm pretty sure we've all seen it within our own jobs. A lot of men have accepted that when they were born, you know, they accepted the hard mode difficulty. And that's just the way it is. And a lot of guys are happy to work hard and graft as long as their family has a shelter and food on the table.
Women do not like men. And the reason that most women don't like men is because these men try to hold them accountable and don't let them play the victim. You have to understand that a lot of women will intentionally date piece of shit men just so they don't have to have accountability in their behavior in the relationship because it takes 2 to tango. And then these women come across my page and assume that because of what I talk about, I'm against them. But the reality is that everybody is sick of the excuses for your poor behavior. No one is trying to invalidate your experience. We're just trying to tell you that you played a part in the downfall of how your life is and the things that you've gone through.
Women getting so much power. Look, your head is turning, but
No, because like, I knew it was coming.
Look, but we got to be honest, right?
So, I'm gonna hear you out.
Men stay the same. We chase. We spend money. You get like I'm just saying we're the same. We go home. Some men have multiple women.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Some men stay in the house with their wives. Women have changed from having the self-respect for themselves, having a lot of babies from different people.
Quickly, I just want to speak on the having kids with multiple men. It takes 2 to have kids.
I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is women give the access to life. Whether a man doesn't want that kid or not, the woman ultimately makes that decision. Women are having children with the same small percentage of group of men. There's more men that doesn't have children than the men that do have children. You having a baby with a just because you're trying to tie him down. Maybe I'm wrong for putting this higher standard on women because of what the image of a woman was like, I guess, past tense, which may be wrong of me. And I would apologize for that. But I'm just saying in society, now the access to a woman is so easy.
Yeah, and I think he's saying as well, you know, a lot of guys have high standards for their partners or their wife to be. And in this day and age, that's considered a bad thing. Women won't like you having standards and preferences and all that. But surely that's a good thing if you meet a guy with those things? Like, doesn't make sense. And just like what that woman said in the clip before, a lot of girls will be with a guy because they want to be able to do what they want when they want, act single, be single, even though they're in a relationship, and just have every excuse under the sun for their bad behavior. That only gets you so far in life. Once they get to 30, 40, they're going to regret that decision. A few of you sent me this in the last few days saying, Sam, you got to check out this video. So let's give it a watch together and give our thoughts.
Stifler asked everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10. Can't pick 7.
Okay, hang on. Let me clarify the question.
Andrew Wilson, what a guy.
I think we should let them answer this one, and then you ask your follow-up. And yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I swear every time I watch these videos, the introduction is always the same. Rate your looks on 1 to 10. It's always the same intro.
Bro, I don't want to answer that.
You have, okay, hold on.
Here we go.
Answer this one.
It's so like subjective. Like I don't want to I don't want to answer.
Yeah, what do you subjectively think if you had to rate your physical looks?
She ain't gonna do
What
it.
would be?
Can't say 7. I already know.
8.
That's funny because I was just about to say they always go with 7. Andrew beat me to it.
Oh,
Okay. What about you?
8.
I'll say 8.
I'll say 8.5.
8. 8.
8.
Yeah.
8.
Actually, everyone's saying 8.
Damn.
So what do you?
I'll go 8.
Well, hold on, no. Hold on.
I don't. The thing is, a lot of them aren't thinking about it. They're just saying what the last one said because they don't want to lower themselves, you know?
A
You can't just because everybody else is saying like it's.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, maybe you do. That's what you think. I mean, sure, but you prefaced 8 by everybody else is picking 8, so I'm gonna pick 8. Was that gonna be your original answer?
No.
What was your original answer?
I'm a little jet lagged. I'm a little not looking my best
so
today.
you were gonna say 10.
No.
Oh.
No.
Let's just remember, if the first girl said 10, they all would have said 10.
What were you gonna say?
Like 6.
But now you're an 8 because you're jet lagged?
No.
You're too far from
What is happening?
The table.
What the hell are you talking about?
I think this question, it gets asked a lot, especially on these podcasts, and the question is never really understood or answered because it's a subjective rating on how you are, not how you think you are. Like a lot of them say they feel like a 10, they think they're a 10. That's not the question. It's a realistic, subjective rating on yourself, which a lot of them just cannot do. And when some of them say 10, which I'm sure some of them would have if the other girl said it, 10 is perfection, and there is no such thing as perfect, especially in human beings. And ratings are completely subjective from person to person, but they're asking what they rate themselves. And the conclusive outcome to that video is none of them ever answered the question. So I guess they're going to keep asking it.